What's going on? It's Justeeni here, and today I'm going to show you how I make my thumbnails. So yeah, you get to see the Justeeni way for making some incredible clickbait content. What I'm going to use as an example is I'm actually going to use this thumbnail. It's a very old thumbnail, but what I've done is I've kind of brought it back to my current style. So I'll kind of just show off what I did here. So just kind of going with like these first. Basically, what I do is I get my image, which I usually get it, like you can either just like Google PNG of this, or you can just get it directly off the Polytopia website. They're all available. You can just download them here. And yeah, you can get them there. So there's that. You can also just Google it. And like I happen to already have it like in my large area of files that I have uploaded because I made this thumbnail before. But yeah, so I've got that. And then to add the little outline, which I really like, you go into shadows, glow. I like doing size 50, blur 40, and then 100 intensity for that nice glow. Can make it bigger for more glow, which I personally don't like. Can do that, make it less blurry, more like of a hard outline. I kind of like 40 because it's kind of a bit in the middle. It's really nice. And then what I also do, you might have already noticed, is I actually have two of these. There's a second layer, same image, but instead it's black color and at half the intensity. It kind of just adds a little extra layer, because you see if I remove it, it's a bit more bright, but it also, I don't like it as much because it blends a bit more in the background. This helps it pop a little, which I really like, adds a little shadow to it. And I kind of just do this with all of these. Then I've also got the circle, which also very similar process. Just add the glow. This is at 80%, and then the other layer is at 30. And where you get the circles, you just go to elements, you find it there. Same with the arrow, which if you want to see the arrow as well. This one, I believe I just do what I normally do. And what's nice is it's actually very easy to make this kind of thing. You just copy, paste after you've done this, and then you have the exact same thing. Then you just change two settings and change the position, and that's it. So that's how you make all these cool little sprites with the nice highlighting in the shadow. It's very simple. I can actually just show you right now. Like I'll just make a new page and show you how quick and easy it is. So like if I want to take this, for example, refresh the page. Yeah, sometimes when I have a lot of thumbnails, I like to keep these so then I can just like, if I want to copy paste something, I can just copy paste it. It's nice and easy. So yeah, we've got this. First, like, do a little resizing. But then all you do, again, is just go to edit, shadows, glow, do it however you like. This is just how I do it. Copy paste. Super speedy. Very good for my upload schedule, which is almost daily. And you just kind of throw it together and it looks nice. And so that's that. Now let's look at the text. So with the text, I also do layering, but I do 5 layers for the text. And the reason why is I'll again just kind of show it here. So I'll just take this here and I can kind of break down the point of, it's really just 2 separate things. One 4-layer thing that does one purpose and then one 5th layer that does another thing. So let's look at the bottom layer first. So we've got this, which it's going to be a little hard to drag it out. So if I do this, I can just separate the top layer from it. So this has an effect. It's got a lift, which I just put at 100 intensity. You can also see I just use League Spartan. I just like that font. It looks nice. And then with this, I do the shadow. These are my settings for it. And you'll notice that this has a direction of 30. The next one, negative 120, 120, and -30. So I just have those 4 numbers. And the reason why I do that, instead of just like, well, why not just do a single shadow effect with everything you need and just do this at 0 direction. And let's actually have the correct glow color. I like doing this slightly lighter gray, not quite white, but very close. But you'll see the issue is it doesn't glow nearly enough compared to if we go back. This has much more of a glow to it. You can really see here. So stacking 4 different glows, it gets the right amount of glow. Thanks, Canva, for making me have to do that. So that's the text, and then the background, also relatively simple. We go here, I just take a screenshot like of the game, and then I like to use a blur. Sometimes I'll only blur part of it if I want you to see a specific part of the gameplay. Like for example, in Guess the Elo, it's quite common, like with this one. You can see part of it's blurred, the rest of it isn't, the part that I want you to see. But then if I want the entire image blurred a bit, I like just doing 25. You can choose to do more, make it really blurry, or not make it blurry at all. But you can literally see this is just some random snippet of gameplay. I like to do like some cluttered gameplay to make the background look busy. Since I'm blurring it anyway, it's not going to clash with anything. Because if I don't have this blur, I can show you. This is very important. Look at it now. Now it does look very cluttered, and it kind of, even with the shadows that I have on everything, a big point of the shadows is to contrast it from the background. But as soon as I don't have any blur in the background, it's all for nothing. So this is probably the most important part, actually. But then in addition to that, I like to adjust the image. Again, these are just the settings that I have. A little bit of contrast, a little bit of highlights, a little bit of shadows, a little bit of whites, a little bit of blacks. I like to have the vibrance on 100. If it's at 0, just looks a little less vibrant. That's what vibrance does. Saturation, I like it about 60. I don't like having it too saturated. And then no saturation at all. Also makes it just look very dull. So I like doing 60. It's kind of a nice happy middle. Sharpness, clarity, and vignette. Just like having a little bit of those as well. They don't do a whole lot, but they're nice to have. So I think that's kind of everything though. And you can kind of see, again, I like to keep some of these thumbnails around. Like for example, if I just want to copy this and like put this somewhere, then I can. Very convenient. And that's kind of everything. So now you know how to make a Justeeni thumbnail if you want to just completely copy my style. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub. And have a good one.